Hello, this is Charles Bird. This is the January 4th, 2021 edition of Rant-Om Thoughts, where sacred cows are grilled and killed for your whining and dining pleasure. If I look a little tired to you, because this is the fifth attempt at recording this. There's a dog next door and it won't shut up. But I'm just going to record this vid anyway because I have a lot on my mind I want to unload. So, it appears that Donald Trump's supporters are still very much in denial that Donald Trump lost, that their daddy lost, that their god emperor lost. And Trump is feeding into this, of course, by denying that he lost, by alleging fraud, and then his latest stunt, caught on tape, calling and intimidating a Georgia election official. Some people are saying that he may very well have violated federal as well as the state law, as well as Georgia state law. The worst part of this is that there really is election fraud taking place. There is such a thing as election fraud, ballot fraud, and these shenanigans, this behavior by Trump and his sycophants, like Congressman Gohmert, who's actually urging Trump supporters to engage in violent street activity if Trump is not inaugurated next month. People will now lump serious attempts to shed light on real election fraud together with bat guano crazy QAnon theories, frivolous lawsuits, intimidating state election officials, urging violence in the streets, and most disgustingly, baselessly accusing the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court of being a pedophile. In addition to being in denial over his defeat, Trumpkins are also in denial about Trump not being that great of a president. Okay? I mean, I would rank him somewhere between Jimmy Carter and Lyndon Johnson. He's got Lyndon Johnson's ethics and Jimmy Carter's competency. And but yeah, there are Trump supporters out there who believe that on January 6th, all the secrets will be revealed. Everyone, all the quote unquote traitors will be awaiting the death penalty, and heck, maybe even JFK Jr. will step out of the TARDIS and crown Trump ruler of the universe. These people, seriously. Over the weekend, I watched the Panos Cosmatos' film Mandy. I watched it back to back with his other work, Beyond the Black Rainbow, because when I watch a newer film by a director, I like to watch his previous work so I can have a baseline, a kind of measure against which to judge the newer film. Both films are set in 1983. Another similarity that both films share is that it seems to deal with the promise of the 60s, particularly the age of Aquarius, psychedelic, feel good, new agey, hippie 60s of the that era, and the promise of that era, and how it just didn't seem to age very well by the end of the 70s. How that dream turned into a nightmare, as we have seen in real life with the Manson family, with left-wing protest organizations becoming militant and violent, such as the Weathermen, the Symbionese Liberation Army, and so forth. With Beyond the Black Rainbow, you had this new age psychedelic commune that that by 1983 turned into a maximum security prison for a teenage girl with special abilities, and there were mutants and cyborg creatures called sensionauts. And if this sounds like Stranger Things, yeah, the guys who created it basically ripped off this movie. So, or at least borrowed from it, to put it less harshly. Yeah. Not that I have anything against Stranger Things. It is an entertaining show. Uh, with Mandy, though, the antagonists are a group of, it's a cult, a hippie cult similar to the Manson family. Its leader is even a failed musician, just like Manson himself. If you're a gorehound, you might like it. If you're squeamish about blood and guts, it's probably not for you. Nicolas Cage delivers a knockout performance in the film. It's as you have never seen him before. It's really, you know, it's really amazing. And of course, Cosmatos uses you know, he brings the style that he showcased in Beyond the Black Rainbow to Mandy with a bigger budget, and it's just an amazing finished product. Definitely see it if you're into that stuff, as I am. Now, before I take my leave, I made a resolution to help make the world a better, happier, and more free place by January 1st, 2022, when it was at the start of this year. And I'm going to do everything I can within my power to make this world better, happier, and more free. I don't care if I fail or succeed at this. I just want to look back a year from now and say that I tried, that I did what I could with what little I had. I'm going to continue anti-lockdown activities. I'm going to continue leading demonstrations, even if I have to do it by myself. There's a group. It's focused mostly on masks and mask mandates. I'm going to try working with them a little bit. Also, I'm going to continue working with the Mises Caucus to make the Libertarian Party a more effective party, one that wins elections, one that wins over people, and ultimately make it the second party, because the two mainstream parties between the Republican Party's embrace of National Socialism and cronyism, and the Democrat Party's embrace of just outright Bolshevism. They're both just racing to the bottom. So I'm going to help them with that, and there is an agenda, a plan. You know, Dave Smith tweeted about this about a month ago. What the agenda ought to be, ending the lockdowns immediately, reopening the economy, ending the wars, ending corporate bailouts as well as individual warfare, ending the Fed, support self-defense by armed citizens against street criminals, as well as police officers acting unlawfully, and resisting the Northeast establishment. Yeah. There's just some exciting stuff coming down the pipeline there. Some of it I'm not allowed to talk about publicly, but I am excited to be on it. I'm trying to get as many of my friends as possible to be in on it. The future is gold. We do have our work cut out for us, but I am excited. So, you know, there will be challenges, but I believe we can meet those challenges. Okay, well, that's it for now. I hope you could hear me over that dog's yapping. Think while it's still legal. Reopen America. Smoke 'em while you got 'em. Vote gold. I will see you next time.